President of the United States and the United States Army and the Grateful Nation. Please accept this flag as a symbol of our appreciation for your honorable and faithful service. So that time you hear this ribbon, I'm going to ask you to repeat these words after me. Baruch, Atah, Adonai, Eloheinu, Haolam, Dayan, Ha'emet. It means, blessed are you, God, you're the true judge. What I like to think this means is, God, we don't always know the ways in which you work. Your ways often mystify us, but we hold on to your rituals and your traditions at this time.
Shalom. My name is Rabbi Josh Caruso of Anshe Chesed Fairmount Temple. And it's my honor to be here to pay tribute to Bob Ginsburg. Share a reading. It is a fearful thing to love what death can touch. A fearful thing to love, hope, dream to be and owe to lose. A thing for fools this, and a holy thing. A holy thing to love. For your life has lived in me. Your laugh once lifted me. Your word was given to me. To remember this brings a painful joy. Tis a human thing, love. A holy thing. To love what death has touched. Let me begin by sharing my gratitude to Cindy, Jeff, and Shirley, who sat with me for a virtual meeting to help me learn about the beautiful person Bob was and his memory still is. I am grateful also for the written remarks Jeff Jewish aphorisms, Pirkei Avot, we learn the wisdom of the sages. And even though this volume is thousands of years old, the maxims still apply. As we join together in loving memory of Bob, this entry came immediately to mind. The great Rabbi Shammai used to say, "Make your study of Torah a fixed practice. Speak little, but do much, and receive everyone with a pleasant countenance." Modest, kind, and unassuming, Jeff wrote that Uncle Bob had a very special calming presence about him. He exuded a warmth rarely found in others today. And even though Bob did not study Torah regularly, he lived Torah. He lived a life, an upstanding life of blessing. Like people who study Torah, like what we hold up as so important in our tradition, Bob was curious about the book and everything in it. He wanted to learn. He was a lifelong learner. Bob was born and raised in the first part of his childhood in the Ginsburg section of Cleveland, and then ultimately moved to his favorite place, his home, Asia. After his dad passed on early in his life, Bob was gifted with the paternal guidance and love from his uncles, Ben and Sam. Even at a young age, it's as if Bob understood the nature of that kindness, and he spent his life paying it forward. Jeff shared the following. Although Bob was the little brother, he was the father figure in the home, protecting, giving assistance to his sisters, Beverly and Shirley. Beverly, a blessed memory. He always cared greatly for his family and friends, especially for the care of his mother, Ruth, never leaving her side. He didn't have any children of his own, but was willing to step in any time for his niece and nephew. A true friend. How many people can say they have been friends with people since elementary school? His friend Wayne has been buddies with him since the 5th grade. They were always there to support each other. Bob was affable. He could get along with just about everyone. He would chat up the drivers who transported him from his home on Woodway to his various activities he would enjoy. And he would take sincere interest in your life, always putting aside his own needs for others. He loved catching up with old friends, especially reunions with his high school class at Beach. He just loved people. Here's how Jeff put it. The words selfless and truthfulness come to mind instantly when we think of Bob. If we ever asked about his health and well-being, his answer was brief. Actually, he would turn the conversation around by asking about spouses, kids, and friends, taking the attention away from him. And he was truly interested in all you had to say. He would drop everything if you needed the assistance. Trust and honesty were his core values. It then comes as no surprise that Bob was proud to serve his country. Jeff wrote, Bob was always proud of his military career being stationed in South Korea and often talked about his experiences, good and bad. He understood that it was his duty to protect our freedoms. We should all be proud to have been associated with such a fine individual. Bob worked diligently at his job as a machinist at TRW, and the work required tremendous attention to detail and an artist's flair. He was good at what he did, and even represented the machinists union at the company. In general, he loved tinkering at work, he loved tinkering at home with his sizable collection of tools, for which he was the only one who knew where they were kept. Moreover, he painted, sculpted, drew, and currently has one of his pieces displayed at the Cleveland Club. Jeff also referred to his hobbies and interests. He loved the simple pleasures, long walks, conversations, watching the kids in the neighborhood, motorcycle rides, home cooked meal, a Browns or Indians game, everyone with a pleasant countenance. Such wisdom from our sages, and so simple about love, to listen to others, to recognize that we don't know everything, and that every day is an opportunity for growth and learning and change. Humility, bringing every day the possibility that someone else in your life will bring you sunshine. That was Bob. He was giving in his life after he benefited from the same giving when he was a child. And ultimately, after experiencing his own complex medical challenges, his family came to give of themselves to care for him. A continuing life cycle of giving and giving is something, of taking care of others, such a bedrock of our Jewish faith. Sydney, Jeff, and Shirley, you have given of yourselves in every way. Made it possible for Bob to remain in his home. He so wanted that in his life, and you were able to grant him that wish. Jeff would travel from Florida regularly. Shirley would make it a point of Thursday loved his kids. And Sydney made the day-to-day life of Bob comfortable and livable, filled with dignity. Don't we all just want to live out our final days, our final breaths in dignity, with loving people surrounding us, people we can trust, to return the same trust we gave to them? Wayne and Dora, Bob's good friends, also made sure he was reminded of what he meant to them. Bob hardly complained and was never embittered about his condition, only grateful for the caring people in his life. Jeff wanted to make sure to add those others whose love and support made caring for Bob that much easier. Jeff wrote, "We would like to thank our caregivers, the Dream Team, for their dedication and devotion during his illness. Special thanks to Beverly Thomas, Leandra Robertson, Tasha Larry Ford, and Kim White. We are so proud of their loving care. In addition, the care from the mini hospice staff was spectacular. Nurses Emily, Cece, and social worker Sarah. In addition, the care of his physical therapist, aka Ruthie, was phenomenal. Sincere thanks to his loving sister Shirley, who showed her love to him with delicious meals every day. Shirley, he always looked forward to your home cooking. Each meal was beautifully presented and really demonstrated her love for her baby brother Bob. Friends, Bob was just really rich. His beautiful presence on this earth. He will surely be missed and remembered. Jeff, you put it well. You put it simply. Farewell, Uncle Bob. We love you. Thank you for your kindness. Zichrono Livracha. May Bob's memory be an enduring blessing. And let us say,
Amen.
let us pause for a moment as we consider all the gifts that Bob brought to our lives. Just pray on that. Now we invite you, as you are able, to rise at your seats for the recitation of Almalei Rachamim, the memorial prayer. El Malei Rachamim, Shochein Bamromi, Amsei Menucha Nechona, Tachat Kanfei Hashchina, במעלות קדושים ותורים, כזוהר רקיע מזהירים את נשמת רוברט בן ורות, שהלכה לעולמו, בגן עדן צהי מנוחתו. הרחמים, אסתירי, בסתר כנפיך לעולמים, ותרור ותרור החיים את נשמתו, אדוני נחלתו, וינוח בשלום על משכבו, ונאמר אמן. Amalei Rachamim, grant infinite rest, grant infinite rest in your sheltering presence among the holy and the pure, to the soul of Robert Bob Ginsburg, who has gone to his eternal home. Merciful one, we ask that our loved one find perfect peace in your eternal embrace. May his soul be bound up in the bond of life. May he rest in peace. And let us say, return to the mourner's cottage we have received the church. We want to take this time as we remember Bob, remember those who predeceased him. Think about those that formed his life. Particularly remember Beverly and Herbert as we say the Kaddish. May all of their souls rest in peace. Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah. Ve'alma tivrach u'tevyam maluteh. V'chaye kol yomecho v'chaye kol Beit Yisrael. V'agalau v'zman karim v'imru. Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah v'borach le'olam v'lomeo hayam. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitma'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei Kedusha. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei Shalom Rabba min Shemayim v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Aseh shalom b'romah v'ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.